Good morning. Time to make the chicory. So what I'm trying this morning is this hazelnut flavored Ticino. It's a chicory blend. So I don't know how it'll taste. It says to put one rounded tablespoon for 2 cups of beverage. But I'm only making one, so I took a teaspoon and a half. So we'll see if that's strong enough. I have my doubts, but we'll see. So it comes in a lot of different flavors. It smells wonderful. But I got this on Amazon. So I don't know. We'll try the different flavors. Some are dark roast, some are medium roast. This one happens to be a medium roast. So, trying new things. I mean, it's not cheap. It's much cheaper to buy regular coffee, but the acid is not doing my stomach any good, so I thought I would try this. And if it works, then I'll get more and just drink that for a while. So I want to go out in the garden and have a little stroll, see what's what, because it's a beautiful morning today. It's going to be a high of 69, but we are supposed to get rain today. But I need to take advantage of today and work in the garden. It looks like coffee, doesn't look real weak. So in each one of those little pouches is supposed to make 6 cups. So let's see. We'll add a little creamer. Don't want to add too much because I don't know the strength of this. Well, so far it looks good, but the proof is in the taste. So okay, let's give this a taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Doesn't taste exactly like coffee. It's milder than coffee, but it does have a good flavor. So I think I'm going to add a little raspberry syrup to it too. I don't want to make it too sweet. And I'm almost out. So I may need to make a trip to Mark's at some point, unless I have some in the basement. I don't know. I have to take a look. So, yep, today I plan on working in the garden some more. Most of the really, really hard projects are done now. So, I don't know, setting up the greenhouse, that's a pop-up, so that shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. I'm kind of working it as I go. That's pretty much all you can do. So let me try with the raspberry. That's really pretty good. Like I said, it doesn't taste exactly like coffee, but it would definitely serve as a coffee substitute for now. So, okay, let's go take a stroll outside. Well, this morning I thought I'd take a little stroll in my garden. My grapes are starting to blossom. I don't know if I'll get grapes this year. This is the second year for the vine, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So I still have this area I need to clean up, but it's not that big a deal. I have to take out the rest of this mesh and make it dog-proof. There's more trellises back here that I kind of need to redo since I put those pallets back there. I know it doesn't look the best, but it serves its purpose. So I got a nasty gram from the association because I have a greenhouse, but I knew that was coming. But I'll get to that when I can. the garden part is more important right now. So this is my composter, and it's getting pretty full. It needs to be turned, but I can't do that. It's way too heavy, but lots of stuff in there. Probably about a year's worth. So, and I have a smaller composter there that's easier to handle. So I have to get this all set up so that it's more usable. Right now it's just all kind of tucked away. And then I have more fencing that I can put up if need be. I have to still rake out this mulch from yesterday. Not a priority right now, but then the garden part will be done. And I have to put up my little hoops. But first I need to plant things in there. Get those weeds out of there. I have to do something with the hoses. I want to put a water system over here in the garden. So I've had this little hose for a really long time. I mean, it was cheap, like $17. Maybe not even. And it came on a little reel, but the reel thing broke, so. But anyway, I want to do something more with this seating area here. I have more chairs there. They're just covered up. And then, of course, I'll get my pots all planted up when the time is right. So I think this will look nice. And I have to work on my rain barrel, on the spigot. So, but it's almost time to turn that on. Not quite. And then I have all these big pots that I need to do something with. In here I've got a few chard coming up. Not many. I don't know. I got a few cabbages. Not many of those either. But the spinach is doing okay. It's about time to put that in the garden bed, and then teeny tiny little celery plants. Really small. So I got those coming up, and then this is the area I did yesterday. I'm happy with that. And then of course this still needs flowers. So it's coming along. And then I have to work on this mess, because this is a mess too. And once I get this all set up, it'll be just very easy for me to maintain. I don't know how it got to be such a mess. Here I have another little table. If I want to sit in the sun, I stuck an umbrella on this one. So I have enough chairs that I can put another chair here if I want. Let's take a look at my little starts. Oh, they're doing so well. Chamomile. Perpetual spinach. I'm looking forward to that. It's a chard that tastes like spinach. The lettuce is doing phenomenal. This is giant noble spinach. The dill is doing fabulous. The marjoram is doing good. And the cauliflower is doing well too. Still nothing from the herbs. Oh boy, I think they found something in the thing. Alright, well, there we go. I gotta go see what's going on here with these guys. Alright, all the leaves are coming out on the trees, and my poor little magnolia got frost. So, alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Here we are, back at the budget book. So Wednesday I didn't spend any money. That's good. But yesterday I did. I got some garden things and mesh netting, mosquito netting for my deck that I need to put up. the garden hoops, and the chicory. So I spent about $100 on Amazon yesterday. So for yesterday I get a big X. But that's okay. My mission is not to never spend money. My mission is to never spend money on stuff I don't need. So I'm pretty happy with that. So far I've only spent money for 4 days this month, so I think I'm doing okay. Got another week and a few days to go, about a week and a half. And I'll try and stretch it out as far as possible, but if I need something, then I'll go get it. Because, you know, when you save money not buying stuff you don't need, then you end up having money for the things that you do need. So that's always a good thing. So far it's a lovely day out there, and I'm going to go get dressed and see what project I'm going to get going for today in the garden. I'm going to pace myself. You know, it's only April. I can't plant anything till mid-May, and that alone will probably be a week's worth of work because of the bending and all that stuff, which really gets to me after a while, so I just need to pace myself. And that's what I'm doing. In the meantime, my house is a disaster, but I'll work on that on rainy days. Get all those things done, like the laundry, and I do keep up with the dishes and try to keep things picked up, except for, of course, my kitchen table. It still has seeds, and I still have potting mix here in the kitchen, and so, but, you know, all in good time. You have to respect your body, and that is the main reason why I'm trying to downsize, is because I just can't keep up with it anymore. So I have to get to a point in my house and in my garden where it's all manageable. And of course the garden is seasonal, so there's a time frame where I need to get everything done there. The house is pretty much there all the time, so I'm not too worried about that. But, you know, it's a slow process, but I'm retired, so, you know, it gives me something to do. And it's not unpleasant. You know, it's not like, well, some of the garden work was unpleasant if it's too heavy and I have to drag it around, but most of that I think is pretty much done now. So, yeah, just keep forging ahead. Don't give up, don't quit, just keep going. That's what my mom always says, you gotta keep going. If you don't, then, you know, you're hastening your demise. So, and we don't want to do that. All right, well, there's the budget book for today. I don't plan on spending any money today, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back. Today, I'm putting up screening. I want to screen in my deck because the bees are already coming. Not the bees, the hornets. Bees are good, hornets are not good. So I got part of it up, and I'm still trying to figure, it didn't really come with too much in the way of directions, so I don't know. I think I put it up backwards, but I think it's going to stay this way for now. So I still have a bunch of panels to put up. I need to move these pots forward, but they'll still get sun. So that's my project for today, and I'm really looking forward to having this done so I can sit out here. And then I'm going to also put a top on it so that the bugs can't come in that way. Oop, there it is, that way. So that's my project that I started for today, and it's probably going to take me at least a couple days. All right. Well, Well, I made a big mess here on my deck, but I'm super excited. I got all the mesh netting up, and I can't put the top on until I trim my wisteria, but it has bloomed, so I'm not trimming that now. But I am super excited. I've been wanting to do this for several years now, and it'll be much more pleasant to sit out here on my deck now that I have these, what do you call them, panels, screen panels. So, yep, now I have to uncover all the furniture and put everything where it belongs, but I'm super excited about this. I'm super happy about it. And it worked out okay. I mean, this was not an 8x10 screen thing. It was a 10x10, so I'm a couple feet over most places, but it's okay. It worked out all right because I can still get out my door. I just gathered it up there, and I just zip tied it up there. And I have quite a bit of fabric over here yet, but I don't need that. So I just tied that in the corner. And then here, this is to get in the backyard, so I just have that up with a clip because I want to close these two panels when I'm sitting out here. This is not so important because there's a screen door anyway. So I'm super excited. I'm super happy I got that done, and hopefully it holds up for a little bit. I'll probably have to take it down in the fall because I don't know, the snow would probably damage it. But so anyway, that was my project for today, and it's almost 3 o'clock, so time for a cup of tea, or maybe I'll have some more chicory and call it a day. And it's getting chilly, so I better close up my little plants too. All right, that's it for now. Well, it's the end of another day. Time to go relax. And I really didn't think I would get all that netting up there today. I thought it would take me at least a couple days. The hardest part was figuring out what goes where, and since it wasn't really the correct size, I had to do a little bit of jerry-rigging the way it was situated. But it turned out fine. No problem getting it on the deck or off the deck. It just worked out great. So the netting comes in 4 panels. And actually, well, because it's 10x10, all the panels were the same size. They were each 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet wide. So that worked out great, and I think I'm really going to enjoy that. The reason I'm working so hard now and trying to do everything that I can is because I really want to enjoy this summer. And I have a lot of projects that I wanted to do in the backyard that I really haven't had the time to complete. So because I was always gone on the weekends, and so this is going to give me an opportunity to get my backyard set up for future me, and present me can enjoy it too when I'm done. So I'm going to keep on going. Things I still have to do. I have to put together my potting bench, and that will probably, I don't know, now that I have the netting up, it may not fit on the deck, but I have a like a little step down patio. I might end up putting it there, but I want to get that set up, And then, of course, the greenhouse. I've talked about that before. So then my backyard will be nice, and then all I have to do is plant my plants. One year I planted zinnias, and the dogs pulled them all out, so I won't be planting those. They don't seem to bother the impatiens or the marigolds, so I'll be putting some of those out. Any greenery they chomp down, so I won't be putting a lot of that out there either. One year I planted lemongrass, and it was like a goat ate it all the way down to the nubs. So apparently they like that. So some of those things I put on the other side of the fence, and then they can't get to them. So I feel like I had a productive day. I'm very happy with what I got done, and I'm really looking forward to sitting out there in the mornings and having my morning coffee or tea or whatever it is I'm having. So, what else? Oh, for dinner I had from my freezer a couple of Beyond Burgers. Well, I didn't have both of them. I made them both. I had a Beyond Burger with some cheese and shredded lettuce and mayonnaise and a little bit of Italian dressing on the shredded lettuce, and it was really, really good. I just had it on white bread. I have a few pieces of white bread that need to be eaten, so I had it on that. I toasted both sides, and it was really good. And then I had some frozen French fries, so I ate those. But I'm really on a mission again to eat down my freezer and refrigerator. So now I only have 2 heads of lettuce, romaine lettuce, that I have to eat up, and my neighbor gave me a nice big head of cabbage that I want to eat up too, and 2 apples. I think that's it. That's all I have. Oh, and frozen fruit. I do have frozen fruit and frozen veggies. And the other day I brought things home from my mom. So that's my plan. This summer I want to pay off some bills. I've been working on that, but I want to work on it a little harder and get those paid off, because these days you don't know if you're going to have money left for anything. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game a little bit and get everything paid off. I've been in and out of debt. I've been debt free, I've had debt, then I've gone and been debt free again. So there's been several times in my life where I have been debt free. But sometimes things come up, and you got to do what you got to do. So those are things that I'm doing to save money, eating down the food I have, because it's just going to go bad if I don't. And then you haven't saved a penny. In fact, you've wasted your money. So I still want to get to the point where I have only enough frozen food for a month or 2. And then the rest, it can be canned or dry. I still want to stockpile. But with the freezer food, it's a little bit different game, because that doesn't last forever. It just gets freezer burn. But I have noticed sometimes, even if ice has formed on your food, as long as it doesn't taste stale, it seems to be okay. Like, I have some French fries that are kind of all icy, and they're really not good for making French fries anymore. It wasn't the French fries I had this evening, it's fries that I brought from my mom's house. And, but I think they'd be all right if I, cut them in little cubes and maybe made a potato casserole out of them, or potato soup maybe, I don't know. But as long as they don't taste freezer burned, I still use them. So, alright, I don't know what my project's going to be for tomorrow. We're going to have rain the next 4 days. So, I guess it'll be indoor activities. So, alright my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.